Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. I'm wearing this adorable Christmas sweater, but you can't see it. There you go. Look at it. It is so cute. Yay! Today I'm gonna show you, talk about, however we say that sentence, the books I got for Christmas, which is a quite huge little pile because I always just switch for books. Sue me. The first few books here I got from Erica. She already, bought me 24 books for an advent calendar, which I open every day in my Vlogmas video. So if you're interested in that, you should check them out. I'm not gonna show all the 24 books I got in my advent calendar here right now because, well, I already showed them in 24 other videos and talked about them, but as I said, check it out if you're interested. It was really fun, but she also gave me more books for Christmas, so thank you, Erica. And the first one is The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. I knew what this was about at some point. I think it's about magicians, if that wasn't, obvious from the title. And I think it is set in New York, and it sounded really fun, and I heard so many great things about it. So I am pumped for this book. When I opened it, the text is so small. I mean, there's so much text on each page. I'm gonna take forever reading this. It is 499 pages, if I remember correctly. So it's like a 500-page book with super tiny text, and I'm like, why? Because usually these hardbacks don't have that tiny text. Not that matters, but it makes it more intimidating for me at least. The next book, which I also got from Erica, is Theyre Screaminger's Bones. That was a butcher, and we both know it, which is the second book in Electrotas vs. The Evil Librarians by Brandon Sanderson. This is his middle grade series, and I got the first book in the series last year for Christmas. I haven't read that yet, but I need to have the next books in the series. And the font is huge, and there's so little text on each page, and there's illustrations. And this map, I showed it last year, but this map is stunning. I love it so much. It's like in the flap in the most adorable way. The next one, which I also got from Erica, is Ever the Hunted by Erin Summerhill. I think this sounds really great. I heard great things about it. The cover is beautiful. It is really nice to touch, and I'm really excited to read this one. Great. The next one I also got from Erica. I got 6 books from Erica because she's crazy. And it is Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. This is the first one in her duology. It's about time travel, and she needs to find an artifact or something which her mother had hidden in somewhere in time, if I remember correctly. But I have almost all of her books now. Like, I don't have the sequel to this, and I don't have the last Darkest Mind book. I haven't read a single one, but I'm really excited to do so. Great! Still from Erica, and that is Attack on Titan Volume 8 by Hajime Isayama. I can't pronounce Japanese names. I need to learn that in my Japanese bachelor, which I'm taking. This is the 8th volume in the series. It continues. You can see them all here. I have read all of those. This is great. It's about 3,000 years in the future or something, or in the past. No, it is in the future, and Titans have eaten almost off all the population, and they are fighting it and trying to figure out what the heck they're gonna do to survive. Basically, also, best characters ever. Elise Levi, he's my babe. Really do recommend if you want to have an action full, and really, it starts off and maybe not the best way, but now is really good, so. And the last one I got from Erica is Tokyo Ghoul Volume 4, which is continuation in the series. I have 1, 2, 3, and I read all of those. This follows ghouls who look like normal humans, but they eat human flesh. The government hunts them. It's great. You should read it. It's really good. The next book I have here I got from Oli. Thank you, Oli. And that is Red Seas Under Red Skies by Scott Lynch. This is the second book in the bastard sequence, bastard something series. That was great. And the first book is, I think it stands on the book, The Lives of Loca Lamora, and I have that one, but I haven't read it yet. But I have only the second one, and I heard so many great things, and I really want to read it, but they're so thick, and I get intimidated by adult fantasy, but we'll read it soon, I hope, at least the first one, soon. The next book I got here is from Frida. It is The 100,000 Kingdoms by Anki Jemisin. Butcher that name. And this is her first book, I think, because try to do my research on this. It's like a god thing-esque series. I'm confused what it is about, but it's the first one in the Inheritance trilogy, and I really do want to read the 5th season and the rest of that series, but I felt like starting with her first books for some reason, so here I am, and I'm really excited to have it and read it. The next book is also from Frida, and that is These Working Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I really want to check out this series because I want to read Unearthed that comes soon, but I want to read this one first. And here we have the thing again, because this book is huge together, like The Last Magician. The font is so small. When will I be able to pull myself through this? It will be fine. The next book here I got from my sister, so thank you sis, and that is Boken til Havresekken and Din til døden by Gunnar Staalesen. This is a Norwegian crime novel. I think it might have an English title, I'm not sure. I don't bother thinking about it right now. Book 1 and 2 about a character named Veum, which is like a really popular crime character detective here in Norway. And this book, these two books actually, at least the first one, has been out of print for a really long time because they're really old. They're from like 1976 or something. And finally they came in print, and I really wanted them because I always wanted to check out his works. I do have book 20 in the series. Great. Signed, which I got last year from my sister. Don't know if I read them all in order because you don't have to, but I now have 1 and 2, so I always really read that before number 20. I'm looking down there because that's where it's standing. But yeah, really excited to have this and check the series out, even though this genre is not my favorite genre, but they are set in my home city, so I think that's cool, because then I can really imagine it in my head and stuff, and I met the author and he's really cool. The next books here I got from my auntie, and they are so thick. Let's see. The first one is Cirkelen, and this is also translated into English. I'm guessing it's called a circle because how else can you translate it to something else? These are originally Swedish, so I have them in Norwegian. Swedish and Norwegian are really similar. So I read this one, and number 2, which is Ill, also fire in English, I'm guessing here. I read these a long time ago. I borrowed them in the library and I really enjoyed them actually. It's like a really interesting YA series where 6 teens find out they have powers, and this one has like a murder mystery to it, and this one was really fun, but I don't want to spoil it. I do remember one particular part of this book that I found hilarious. I'm not sure if I will reread these before I continue with the last book that I have not read, and that is Nøkkelen, or The Key, I guess, in English. This is so thick, by the way. Reason I reach for these is because I want to collect the books I have read and borrowed at the library, and so I own them because I want to collect the books I have read. That makes sense. Oh, they are, by the way, by Mats Stamberg and Sara B. Alfgren. That's how I would say it, in Norwegian at least. Don't know how you would say that in English. But I do really recommend this series. It is in English, I have seen it. So if you want to check out some YA that's a bit different, set in Sweden, check this series out. I had so many Norwegian books in a row now, like 4. And now it's number 5. This is Abner by Siri Patterson. This is the 3rd and final book in her Raven Ring series, which is what we would call that in English. It is in Norwegian and other Nordic languages and other languages outside Norden, but it's not in English yet. I have read number 1, I really enjoyed it. I have not read number 2 yet. My cousin got it signed for me, which I think is amazing. It stands, Dear Sandra, Bunny's Dice, Everything Good, Siri. I don't understand why it stands at Bunny's Dice. It confuses me. But if it's related to the book or if it's my cousin who told me to write that, I'm not sure. But I'm really excited to have this. Yay! The next book I have here I got from my friend Randy. That is Prince of Fools by Mark Lawrence. This is the first book in his second trilogy that is finished. I don't remember what it's called right now because my brain is dead. I have read the first book in his first trilogy. I really liked it, and now I'm collecting almost all his books. I'm missing 2 now, so I don't have that much left, and I really enjoyed, as I said, the other one, and it was really bloody and gruesome and stuff like that, so I'm excited to, when I finish that trilogy, I can start on this one. Yay! The last 2 books here were from my parents, so thank you, Mom and Dad. And the first one is Harry Potter, A History of Magic by British Library, isn't it? And I'm not really completely sure what is, like, is this about Harry Potter or is it a history of magic in our world? I am confused. I think it's in Harry Potter world, but who knows? No one explained this to me, but I wanted it because it's Harry Potter related and it looked beautiful, and I'm excited to check out what this actually is about. Charms! Nice. So I don't know when I will get to this. It looks like it's a thing I want to think when I read, so yeah, but it is beautiful book. And the last book in my books I got for Christmas haul is no other than Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I almost said the Chamber of Secrets for some reason. The illustrated edition from my parents. This book is all purple, and purple is my favorite color, so I approve of this. And I'm looking forward to see what they would do with Goblet of Fire next year, because, you know, this one is already getting a bit thicker and it's so heavy to hold. By the way, I need 2 hands. What they will do, I am curious, but super excited to have these in my collection. That was all the books in my haul for books I got for Christmas. I got like 17 books, which is loads. Oh my god, I always just wish for books. I am trash. And thank you so much for watching, and you will see me soon in a new video. We hope. I hope at least. Bye!